Hello everyone, this is College Football 26, and if you like college football, please subscribe. We're going through Dynasty mode here. We're playing with Alabama. If you like Road to Glory, you can also find it on the channel. This week is a bye week, but still plenty to talk about. Let's take a look at the top stories here. The Heisman Memorial Trophy, we're in week 4. Which players are already making a name for themselves early in the season? So Jeremiah Smith is on top there. Not surprised, he's on front of the cover of the game. Let's go ahead and upgrade our coach skills. And let's focus on motivator here at the beginning. We want a interest boost for offensive line recruits. We definitely need that. They're really struggling. And let's see here. Defensive line, they do better than our offensive line. Yep, we need to, I think, do it for all these here, at least one time through. Alright, so that leaves us with 16 coins. Can we, are we to a level 10 as a coach? I think we had to be, we're level 8, so we can't really do those yet. So let's go through and do these motivators one more time through before we try focusing on recruiter and tactician. So I think we got enough here. Hot hand. QBs stay hot through timeouts, quarter change, cross games. We need that for our QB because our QB is really struggling. Yeah, maybe we should focus on him quite a bit here. But yeah, probably needs some gains all across the board here. We're really struggling as a team. All right, we're 2-1 so far this season, and we're ranked 21st. Started out ranked 9th, and you say, "Wow, that's crazy for Alabama." But Alabama 2026 game is not the same as 2025 game. So remember that. I think a lot of people switch to Texas that play online. Let's look at recruiting here. I think a couple of these recruits we have lost out on. Where are they at? Yeah, this one went to Clemson, that 4-star QB that we were looking at. And I think another one, yeah, this one went to Georgia, this cornerback, 4-star as well. Alright, so we have 17 recruits we're focused on. We have 200 hours right now. Let's take a look here. We got 2 check marks on this one, so maybe we can do a hard sell. Let's look at bringing them to campus. Brand exposure is pretty good there, A+. That's something they care about. Alright, so we got 2 check marks and quite a few exits, so we might be able to get all 3 here, all 3 check marks if we're lucky. Alright, that was all 3, potentially. Alright, we know which one it is. So this was all 3 check marks. A process of elimination. And we're going to max out the hours there on Garrett Schubert. How are we doing here? We're still... Seems like the bars kind of switch over after they get to their top 5 and 8 and 3. So you have to you can't really count on how far you are ahead at once they reach another level of category there. So alright, let's take a look at this one. We got all 3 check marks and we're still behind Clemson. Man, they're really going at it there, aren't they? Clemson's outdoing us. We have 2 A+ and a B- too. There's not much else you can do. We're doing a hard sell, and yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to outdo them or not. Alright, let's take a look here. Looks like we can schedule a visit here. And we got a complimentary visit, which is good with a right guard. Alright, so let's do conference prestige. That's an A+ there for them. And hard sale. Looks like we got 2 out of 3 check marks. And we got quite a few exits, so it eliminates a lot of question marks. might be able to. Alright. Conference Legend is one. Possibility of Pro Potential is also one. Alright, we got either this one or this one. Could be it. Let's go with this one, and if it's a 50-50 shot and we're wrong, we'll just switch back to the other one next week if we find out by then that that's an X. Alright. So let's see if we've learned more about this one. We've already got them coming for a visit. Yeah, quite a few more X's, so we might be able to get this one narrowed down. Alright, so that's a possibility. Oh, that has to be it. We know what all three of them are. Awesome. So maybe that will help us there because we're falling a little bit behind Notre Dame and LSU. Alright, see how they're doing here. We got all three check marks. We're still well behind OSU. They probably are putting more hours than 50 a week. That's all we got right now, so that's what we got to work with. I kind of wanted to select Motivator because it would be tougher for this first season that I'm doing recruiting, and so y'all can kind of see how it goes. But over time, I think Motivator will work out pretty well for us. Alright, so we got all three check marks there. Let's look at scheduling a visit here. I got a complimentary visit there. And playing time, I think, is there A+. Alright, we got quite a few X's, that's good. And we got 2 check marks to work with. So let's see if we can figure out which one is what they want. Alright, that one's a possibility. Alright, must be it. So we know all three of them. We got good scores there. Let's make sure we max out our points with DM the player, DM Spencer there. Alright, how we doing here? We got all 3 check marks. We got an A+ and a B+ and a B. Yeah, B. So doing all we can there. Let's take a look and see how we're doing here. We're a little ahead. Okay. And alright, so that was the one we just looked at. Okay, let's look at scheduling. But this one's 25 hours, so that's the most we've had. Where's this guy at? Texas. Okay, so that might be why. It's 25, so maybe with the pipeline stuff, it is fairly close. Yeah. So let's invite them to come bye week, and I think playing time is A+ there, so they'll like that. And we got, I think, 2 check marks here, and not many X's, so not be many possibilities there for the third option. So that's an option. Star search. Oh, I think we figured it out. I think this one. Looks like we got some good grades there to work with. And we want to max out our hours with them. How we doing there? We're behind Baylor there. Okay. Alright, we're well ahead here. We got all 3 check marks. A+ across the board. This guy really likes Alabama. Alright, let's see if we can schedule a visit. This one's pretty far away too, I guess, Texas. Okay. Yeah, we've had this second 25 hour for scheduled visit. Pro potential is what this person's interested in. A-, we'll do that. We only know one, but there aren't many question marks left, so we might be able to get all 3. Or potentially 2 out of 3. And if that's the case, I'd say go for it. So we know it's this one then. 2 A places and A-. I think they'll like us gym right there. Alright. So maxed out our hours there. DM'd Tony. Alright. So I think this one we've already scheduled a visit, but we didn't go any further because we didn't know enough information. And we even know this one because there's only one question mark and 2 check marks. So there's no doubt. That's it right there. Aspirational goals. And we want to max out those hours. Alright, let's see how we're doing here with this one. Alright, we got, we're dropping though. Florida passed us up. Alright, well, I don't know how that will end up. I think we're doing all we can there. This one, yeah, we're battling a couple people there. So, yeah, we'll see. We got all 3 check marks there. Alright, got all 3 check marks here. And we're still behind. Oh, Georgia passed us up. They probably got more recruiting hours. And this one, let's look at. We don't want a handy competition. Alright, LSU. Whew, I don't know if we're going to win that one or not. What do they care about? Playing style. Let's do that. That's A+. Hard set, we got 2 check marks and not that many question marks, so we might be able to figure this one out by a process of elimination. Alright, that one is the one. Okay, we know which one it is then. And we got 2 A places and an A-, so great scores to work with there. And it looks like we're a little ahead of Houston. Alright, now we got some hours we can put back on this fella. I know we didn't put any last time, so we've lost some ground there on Ohio State. Let's see if we can do any hard sale or not with this one. We got 2 check marks, not that many question marks, so it's something to work with here. That's a possibility. And that one is it. We know it. Alright, maybe we can pass back Ohio State. Alright, leaves us 40 hours. And let's take a look and see what all we still need. We still need 2 cornerbacks. Okay. So I don't know if there's going to be any left that are any good at this stage of the season. Let's take a look. Got 1 4-star left. We can take a look at them. They got us 4th right now, and they've made it to their top 5. Let's scout them. Alright, got some 91 acceleration. That seems decent. That's all the hours we got for this time. So let's take a look at the top classes, and more so we're concerned about the SEC. And looks like nobody's got 5 stars, and Georgia is taking the lead by a lot. Yeah, they've really taken off. So Georgia's recruiting better than us. Yeah, that's a shame. All right, it is what it is right now. We don't have the hours to spend, and we wanted to make it a little bit tougher on ourselves by not selecting a recruiter as our specialty. All right, let's go ahead and sim ahead here. All right, we had our first commitment. Woo! Yeah! Angelo Canonico from Frisco, Texas, right guard, 4-star. That's exciting. So glad to see someone come on board. We finally got a 4-star. We haven't got any 5 stars. Well, we haven't got anything else actually. So that's so exciting to see there. And we didn't play this week. We went from 18th or 21st up to 18th in rank. Let's take a look at this recruiting update. So we're second with a 5-star, and then 3 4-stars. We have first and second place. So it's a nice update to see. Oh man, we're playing Georgia next. Ugh. Number 10, Georgia. So that's gonna be tough. Better be ready, Coach. Multi-Pro and the Crimson Tide are preparing for their top 25 matchup against Georgia on the road. On the road. Georgia does not lose at home very much. All right, we'll see you all next time.